When Jaimie was born, she was breech and she was born by cesarean. So when she was about 3 months of age, we noticed that she wasn't developing the same as the other babies. Went to the GP, got a referral to a neurologist. It was probably nearly 12 months later before we had more of a firm diagnosis of muscular dystrophy. A shock, I guess, when someone tells you that there's something wrong with your baby and that she isn't progressing, you're right. You want your baby to be perfect. You want them to develop like everyone else's child. She can't move the same as a normal child. She's very weak, gets very tired quickly, having to help her stand up, having to help her crawl, helping her to sit up, everything we had to do for her. When Jaimie was about 2, we found out that I was carrying again and we were about to have another little girl. The chances of her having the same condition, we found out that it was probably pretty rare and may not happen. Well, we proved everyone wrong, and 2 years later we had Scotty, and then we had 3 with the same form of muscular dystrophy. So we just started the ball rolling with physio for all 3. What we do with one, we do with all 3, and all of our trips are as a family. The biggest challenges would have to be getting around. When we take the kids to school, it does take a long time to get them to school. Lifting the wheelchair in and out of the car, putting the kids into the car, taking the kids out of the car. Lifting Hayley, who's 11, and Jaimie, who's 13, has taken its toll on my back.
Before, I had to keep my electric chair at school for the whole week. It was really hard though, because when I would have to come back home from school, I would have to sit in my manual chair, and I can't really push myself in my manual chair, so when I would get home, I would just have to sit at the dining room table, and I couldn't really move from there.
In the last 12 months, Jaimie hasn't been able to manoeuvre or push her manual wheelchair at all. So when she's at home, she generally sits at the dining room table. To see her sitting there every single night was, it was really awful. When we started to look at needing a modified vehicle, we realised that the cost was just huge. So to be able to have Variety and charities like Variety to help us with the cost of modifications was just a huge load off, it really was. Now that we have the new modified vehicle, there's no more lifting, nothing at all. I take Jaimie's electric wheelchair, can now go to school, but it can also come home with us, which is absolutely fantastic to have that electric wheelchair at home for her freedom at home. And getting Hayley and Scott to school, it's so much easier. I can take Hayley and Scott straight up that ramp, straight into the car. There is no more lifting. Sit in their seats, put the seatbelts on, it's done, we're out of there.
It's so much easier. I get to bring it home from school every night, which is so much easier because I can go off and help Mum, and I can walk the dogs now, which was fun.
Whenever we come to an obstacle, it's keep moving forward, keep shuffling forward, little steps at a time, baby steps if you need to, but just keep going because there's lots of challenges, but there is so much help out there. The support that we've had from Variety has been absolutely fantastic, and for all those people that have helped Variety, we can't thank them enough because it's truly is amazing. Life would be so different. It's so wonderful to think that we have that car now and we can go to the shops and we can go to the movies and I can go to PMH and not have to take the children into the hospital one at a time. We can now all go in together as a group. Is just absolutely wonderful. So for those people who donate to Variety, we're so thankful.